Part 2 of rating people's parking.
Anna Daniels, you've been caught. You're really far over there and you're crooked. That's bad. 6 out of 10. Ben Gilkerson, I think. You're really crooked too, and your tire's not straight. I give this a 4 out of 10. I looked in your car. Why are there so many mugs? Brent, please stop backing in. That's really close. 2 out of 10. Are your cars trying to kiss? Cause they're really close to each other and you're on the line. 0 out of 10. Now onto the staff parking lot.
Ay, look at that. Look at that tire. That's bad. 3 out of 10.
Are you even in the spot? This is 2 weeks in a row.
I've heard that Mr. Hamrock is a pretty bad parker, but this doesn't look too bad to me. Way to go, Mr. Hamrock. Who is this? You need to fix that. 1 out of 10. Why is the staff parking worse than the kids? Miss Jones, what you doing, girl? 5 out of 10. Aiden, why are you parking in the staff parking lot? You don't even have an excuse. Football lifting's over, and so is wrestling. So why are you back here? Seriously, why are the staff parking worse than the kids are?
Coach Russell, we know that you park in the student parking lot and you belong back here.
Well, good morning. I'm Mr. Hearn, and this is my crib. This is where they have to stand so Mrs. Horton can give them the eye and make sure that they're worthy of being let in. And this is our lobby area. So this is my assistant, Mrs. Horton. Say hello, Mrs. Horton. She makes sure that I do everything I'm supposed to do every single day and keeps me in line. And this is where I work out of. I've got my tunes, some Fairless things hanging around. Got pictures of my kids everywhere, and of course, all the piles of stuff I'm currently working on. If you come in on a day like today and there's lots of piles, it's because it's Monday and I haven't gotten through everything. And if you come in and there's nothing, it's because I've actually caught up with life. This here's my conference room. So pretty much every week I meet with Mrs. Wyatt and Mrs. Askren, and this is where we do our strategizing and planning for the district. It's nice and comfy, and it looks like somebody's in the big conference room. Who could it be? So check this out. You actually caught people in the board office working. So we have Mrs. Everhart and Mrs. Fraze and Mrs. Wyatt, and it looks like they're probably doing some gifted planning. Our strategic plan, everything we do, Lily, comes off of that plan because we're trying to make the district awesome every single day. Now, typically, I try to stay away from this area down here because this is where the treasurer works, which means he's the person that tells me when I can't spend money. This is Mrs. Renner. Say hello, Mrs. Renner.
Hello.
Mrs. Renner pays all of the district's bills, is paying bills. Interestingly enough, the other people who take care of money are not here right now. They have their own little conference room in here. Sometimes Mrs. Renner goes in there when she's hiding. You want to see where the vault's at? So this is the vault room. Here, check this out. These ones are all written in typewriter. Every decision, every hiring, every graduation, everything the district's ever done is in those books. And right there's where the vault is. Hey, Mrs. Renner, what's in the vault? Oh, she's gonna let us in. I've never seen in the vault. Lily, super access. I've never even seen in there. It's our little work area where we have our coffee pot. Caffeination is very important. Mrs. Wentling is our chief coffee maker and also keeps Mrs. Wyatt and Mrs. Askren organized and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. How about over here? We got the school psychologist, Mrs. Bruno. Here is Mrs. Askren's office. You can see she is very tidy and organized. I think that Mrs. Askren and I have the 2 cleanest offices in the entire district, but don't tell anybody else that. This is Mrs. Wyatt's office, and she is always our snack person. If you notice, she has snacks over here. She always has healthy snacks, so whenever you need a healthy snack, this is the place to be. And that is the whole board office.
Hello Fairless, my name is Trinity Miller and this is Falcon Feud. We asked students and staff here at Fairless High School 5 questions. Our first contestant is Janessa. Give it up for Janessa. Our second contestant is Kaydee. Give it up for Kaydee. Each contestant will have a chance to guess the most popular answer. If they can't think of anything to say, they'll say pass and then we'll revisit the question at the end. What color do you think the 1964 Addams Family TV show set really was in real life to appear the right shade of black on camera?
Gray.
Name a kind of monster.
A gargoyle.
What is Wednesday Addams' middle name?
Pass.
What is your biggest fear?
Frogs.
Name something associated with the Addams family.
Cousin A.
What is Wednesday Addams' middle name? Okay. What color do you think the 1964 Addams Family TV show set really was in real life to appear the right shade of black on camera? Purple. Name a kind of monster.
Grimace.
What is Wednesday Addams' middle name?
May.
What is your biggest fear?
Snakes.
Name something associated with the Addams family.
Wednesday.
The first question was, what color do you think the 1964 Addams Family TV show set really was in real life to appear the right shade of black on camera? The number one answer was red. Janessa said gray, scoring 0, and Kaydee said purple, scoring 15. The second question was, name a kind of monster. The number one answer was vampire. Janessa said gargoyle, scoring 0, and Kaydee said grimace, scoring 0. The third question was, what is Wednesday Addams' middle name? The number one answer was Thursday. Janessa said Lynn, scoring 0, and Kaydee said May, scoring 0. The fourth question was, what is your biggest fear? The number one answer was spiders. Janessa said frogs, scoring 0, and Kaydee said snakes, scoring 5. The last question was, name something associated with the Addams family. The number one answer was thing. Janessa said cousin it, scoring 10, and Kaydee said Wednesday, scoring 0. With a score of 40 to 10, Kaydee is the winner!